The bowed bridge is a super fun extended technique. Basically, you take your bow, put it on the side of your bridge, and pull. As such, you can also do it on this side. And it produces a super eerie sound. I don't know how else to describe it. I've never seen a piece written for a bowed bridge. If you know of one that exists, put it down in the comments because I would love to play it. I use it when I'm improvising, freely improvising either on my own or with a group of people. Some of the things to keep in mind with the bowed bridge, freshly rosined bow works the best. And I also like to stay in the lower third of the bow. Once you get past halfway point of the bow, you can't put as much pressure on it. And this technique needs a lot of pressure to get the sound to come out. What else? As you experiment with the bowed bridge, you may be concerned about damage to your bridge or moving the bridge around, which is valid. However, I've never had an issue with it. I also alternate sides. I don't just bow on one side. I'll also bow on the upper side. And it's not something that I practice. Once you kind of get the feel for it, you kind of know how to do it. And when I'm improvising with a group of people or on my own, it's not a technique that I do for a half an hour. I'll only do it for a few minutes and then move on. So I've never had a problem with damage to the bridge. There might be luthiers who are maybe jumping out of their seats right now. But I think with maintenance, taking your bass in for yearly tune-ups to get the bridge adjusted and whatnot, kind of keeps that in check. Like I said, I've never had a problem with my bridge because of this technique. Bowed bridge is a fun one. I think one of the reasons why I like it is because it's visually very interesting as well. When we perform in live performance, we're not just performing for audiences oral entertainment. We're also performing for them visually. Once you take your bow and produce a super weird sound like bowing your bridge, that's really interesting for people to watch. And I think that's a good thing. I think there's so many different sounds and different colors that we can pull out of our instruments, and you can also do a lot of them, a lot of these, especially extended techniques, in a way that's just visually very fascinating to people, which I think is cool. We can, as performers, as improvisers, as contemporary artists, we can perform in such a way that's also visually interesting. And I think that's sometimes a component missing when people perform, is that they haven't thought through visually how their body is going to look while they're playing, and how we can interact with audiences on a visual level as well. The bowed bridge is one of my favorite kind of visually interesting techniques to throw in whenever I'm improvising. Looks cool, sounds cool. I'm sold. Anyway, thanks for watching, and go and have fun with this technique.